All right, everybody. We've got 4 points after 4 matches, and the hope is that we can win here today against America. We'll see what happens. As you can see here, there are a lot of faces on their squad, which means that they don't have any of those scary legendary players that we see. They're also far behind us in the table, which is what we want to see. So let's go out there and let's score some goals and make quick work of them. Once again, we sort of start the game off on the back foot a little bit defensively, but what I'll tell you is that the difference between this team and other teams I've managed in Football Manager is these guys look a lot better defensively. They look a lot more sure of themselves, even though we've given up goals and we've lost matches clearly already. This looks much more skilled. There's Furaha over to Monta, and his shot is deflected, unfortunately for him. Adaramola forward now, looking for Monta again, can't find him, and it goes all the way back to Nie. He'll pass this one. No, he won't. He sort of faffles and fiddles around with it, and he wins it back over to Furaha, who scores his first goal of the season. Josias Furaha gets off the mark. 1-0 Augsburg. And we're, what, about 2 minutes, not quite 2 minutes into this match, and we've already got 1 goal on him. So that's what we like to see. We hope to see a little bit more of that here today. Let's win by a big margin and get ourselves to climb up that table a little bit. And there's Adaramola, again, showing why speed is so important in this game. Rukavina ends up with this ball, and it goes back to our Norwegian friend Amundsen Day, and that's the end of the highlight. This pushes us up to 11th position. I don't think we can go any higher because if we won this match, we'd be at 7 points. Team above us would be at 8. Giefowitz easily grabs that when Martinez was offside anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we have another attacking movement. It's Boris up to Rukavina. Rukavina, who's got a lot of speed, maybe not quite as much talent as he should have, but was able to get in a good place pretty easily, and now we've got a player injured, and I've neglected to take him off. So let's see what we can do, see if we can't get this ball back, and then once we have a slow moment, I think we'll make a substitution. We've really been bitten by injuries here in the early going. I don't remember his name, but I signed a new defensive midfielder who looked pretty good and came on and was injured literally the first day he came onto the squad. So we've had a lot of problems with that. This is offside. No, it's not. Rodriguez was onside, but didn't quite work for him. Probably shouldn't have paused it there. That'll get the crowd noise to stop, but so it is. Rex Bekaj will come back on, and we'll wait for the sub to be confirmed. There we go, and now we get back into the match. So already forced into substitution. They're not even 20 minutes in, and that's kind of been the one Achilles heel that we've had has been these injuries. And Rodriguez has gotten himself sent off Auner has got himself sent off right away. That's not the first time he's been sent off, actually, and that was a ridiculous tackle. We're trying to tackle harder. We're trying to make sure that we get stuck in, but that was uncalled for. That was pretty bad. That was a real poor decision on his part. It wasn't really necessary. Borges over to Monta, and we're going to attack anyway. Borges takes a shot, and that one misses everything, unfortunately. But it was a pretty good angle and a pretty good idea. Borges with it again, and it's that speed that helps. He finds Monta. What a well-placed pass. And they're going to call him for offside. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, that pass went off so early, and it was such an unusual angle. I think they were trying to disguise the fact that Sufanov was offside. And there's a shot that's deflected once again, and so nothing comes of it. Going to be Rodriguez here, who I think is offside. He actually overruns that anyway. Doesn't quite work out the way he wanted to. Borges back to Manga to Borges again, and he loses possession, unfortunately. And their shot in the end ends up going over everybody's head, and so that's all right. We'll go ahead and let them have shots like that if that's what they're going to do with it. Giekowitz with another great save, and so we are a little bit on the back foot here, down to 10 men. And hopefully our little burst of speed will be able to keep us out of too much trouble. That was a good save. Corners up there in the header, fortunately for us, is offline. I'm not quite sure how our keeper is going directly through the net like that to get the ball that was behind the net, but whatever. I'm sure with the FM25 new match engine, all that will be solved, right? Furaha back to Adaramola, and that ends up being knocked out for a throw for us. So it ends up working out well for us in the end. Would be nice to get another goal, though, if we possibly could. And they're going to be flagged for offside once again. So every time it looks like America is going to do something, they end up being called for offside, or they end up just completely blowing it. Borges, very, very good job getting in front of that one, and that counterattack didn't quite work as well as we were hoping it would. And Aquino's shot is up and over everybody's head, so much for that. Motes and Dai shows you right there why pace and acceleration are important. It was pretty easy for him to catch up with the man and then to completely overturn him and get the ball away. We didn't get anything out of it in the end, but that was not bad. That's pretty impressive. There's a foul from behind and no call. How about that? Good defense there on our part. A little bit fierce with the tackling, but there is no call, and if they don't call it, then it didn't really happen. So keep out there, keep trying until full time, and let's see what we can do. I know we've had a couple of players who look like they've had pretty poor ratings, especially in the back, and I really don't care as long as we're not giving up goals. Woodson Day over to Adaramola. And he holds on to it, good speed, and then it's a little bit too fancy, I think, by him there in the end. But we're able to win the ball back on the other side, and that's, again, acceleration pace that does it. Manga went the wrong way there. He should have been able to get onto that, and that led to that goal by Richard Sanchez, and so there's your equalizer. And that was a little bit poor there by Manga. He needs to go on the he needs to be on the right side of this ball, and it leads to all sorts of problems. Nobody guarding Sanchez, and I think that's really where the defensive midfielder that we're missing would have been, and so that led to that goal. And I mean, if you're going to give up a goal, you might as well give up a goal from sort of that range. Giekowitz with another good save, and we're really in trouble now on that back foot. That was bad, and now we're really in trouble behind 2-1. We've given up 2 goals here in less than 5 minutes to start off the second half, and that looked pretty bad. Yeah, once again, nobody on him. We're going to have to make some changes here.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
All right. Apologies for stopping this. We're going to have to do something here about this tactic. That's what I want to click on. We're getting hammered because we won't have anybody there. Trying to think. What we'll probably do is I think we'll take Wanta off since he's not doing anything at all today. And now, do we have anybody we can put on? Yeah, Faraz is going to come on. We'll have him play over here as the segundo volante. She should be able to play, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, you should be able to play it, so we'll have him do that. All right. Let's see if that helps us out a little bit. At least, hopefully that'll help us stop the bleeding. With the shot and didn't really do much of anything, and so he'll come off. Close, and that'll be another corner. As we're 4 in a row. It was offside, unfortunately. Another one of those shots, but he wasn't. Sanchez wasn't quite as open as he was before. That's exactly where he scored from before, and kind of forced him into having to change his shot a little bit, and that's I think what allowed us to get that save. And boy, that was close to a miracle goal on our end right there. We could use a miracle to tie this match. And that's not going to happen. Pedro Aquino ends up with the goal, and it's 3-1 for America, and this is looking pretty bad. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here in terms of shouts, but this is bad. We'll have to make some substitutions. This probably what we should be doing now.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Tischler.
So poor match here by Manga, and a poor match by Amid Sendai, and so both of them will come off, and we'll see what we can do. Makes the save, unfortunately, so it's not going to be 4-1. You know, we haven't had a shot on target since that goal 2 minutes into the match. We're able to win it, but then these passes moving forward are just doing nothing. Fortunately, it looks like Martinez was offside again. Rick Becaz now forward looking for Borges, can't find him. And we hold on to possession, which is good. Look at Venus, he onside this time. It looks like he was, but didn't do much with it. Not quite sure why he decided to do that. Another questionable decision. We've had a lot of questionable decision making here on part of our players. Lukowitz ends up grabbing it, thankfully, so we prevent another goal from being scored, but that's another shot on target. Man, that was close. Yeah, he was wide open. Right decision was to shoot, but just doesn't quite have the ability to put that one in the back of the net. Farah was clearly offside. Not sure why our guy wasn't sent off for that. That was pretty blatant. Well, I guess we've already had one sent off, so ref will look the other way. Yep, another shot off target. Good idea, bad execution. And we made the save, but we're allowing him to get in behind us, and that's the problem. Well, it looks like this is going to be the end of it here. Can't say that we look like we're going to do anything else. I do have to wonder about this tactic and whether it isn't a little bit too aggressive defensively. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, and there we go. So we end up with a 3-1 loss. This is a match that we really should have won. This is a pretty frustrating match. So we're going to let the boys know what we think about that. That was a really poor performance, and we need to be careful that we don't have too many of those. We don't want to fall down to the lower part of the table.